Hey athletes, it's time to talk about knee pain and how we might be able to roll away that knee pain. Now, first thing we have to always consider is why do you have knee pain, okay? Is it because you just have general quad tightness and it's pulling in your patella tendon right in here and that's why you're feeling a little bit of pain? You know what? If that's all it is, great. Foam rolling and a few stretching videos that you'll see in the future, that's going to take care of your knee. Now, if it's because your form isn't as good as it could be, maybe your heel's coming up when you squat and it's putting all that pressure in your knee. Maybe you just have terrible lunge form, you're loading it too heavy. Maybe you're not stretching appropriately. Maybe you're not warming up appropriately. There are certain things that you can do in order to make sure your knees are safe, okay? So again, most people, their knees structurally are fine, okay? Most people. Now, if you're the type that you have a weird structure in your knee, you know what? Send me an email. I might be able to show you a few ways to kind of work around your injuries. But if you just have terrible form, you don't care about your form, whatever, we need you guys to take a step back. Always make sure you're focusing on your form, okay? I don't care if you can squat 700 pounds, okay? If your form sucks and you blow your knee out, guess what? You'll never get to 701, okay? And if you're just content with the way you are right now, you know what? That's great too, okay? But for those of you who want to take care of your knee pain, let me give you a few tips. So, what could be causing your knee pain? So again, let's just say it's general quad tightness. So, typically, if it's your patella tendon, which is right under here in our knee, it could be just this medial head of our quadricep, okay? And if that's the case, great, I'll show you how to take care of it. It could be general quad tightness running up through the middle. It could be partly our IT band, okay, especially if you're starting to feel it on one side or the other. And potentially it could be the back of your calf, okay? So we're actually gonna start there. It could be ankle tightness causing bad angles in your knee, and if that's the case, again, we wanna make sure we're taking care of that. So let's start with your calf. Now I'm just using a basic soft foam grid, especially in your calf. You know, I don't really like to use a really aggressive one. I mean, your calf muscle, it's not that strong. You don't want to beat it up. I'm certainly not going to use a golf ball or a baseball or anything like that. So I'll foam roll maybe before a workout. If my knee is hurting me in a workout, I'll certainly see if I can address the issue. And again, I'm always thinking, okay, why is my knee hurting today? Is it maybe I'm a little tight? Is it because my form is lacking? What's going on? Okay, is my foot doing what I need it to do? You guys need to be asking yourself those same questions. But let's roll the calf. So we have a few options here with our calf. We can stack our legs on top, right? Stacking our legs is going to apply a little bit more pressure. I can take my foot off but lift my hips up, or I can do both. Now, for this instance, for our legs today, we want to roll towards our heart, okay? Never against the grain, okay? You wouldn't try to cut wood against the grain. You don't want to try to foam roll against the grain. Again, we're trying to alleviate pain. We're not trying to make it, okay? Going against the grain, not the best thing. Now, when we're doing this, we're trying to, again, get a knot to let go. So, rolling back and forth like a rolling pin as fast as you can, not going to do that. All that's going to do is just kind of piss that muscle off. We want to go slow. It is going to be painful, but again, you're experiencing pain in your knee. That's your body's telling you, hey, there's a problem here, okay? So, getting the muscle to move around a little bit, we're going to have to be in a little discomfort. Now, foam rolling only lasts about 20 or 30 minutes. It doesn't give you lasting results. Again, you need to figure out what is wrong in my form if there's something wrong, because you don't want to foam roll every day for the rest of your life, okay? This should be something that, oh, it's just a weird symptom that I'm feeling today, okay? That's what we want to set this up for. So again, I'm the type, I foam roll quite often. I can lift my hips up and I'll rock side to side. And remember, this is like a massage you give your body, so go slow, okay? Nobody can do you like you can. Now, I'm rolling through my ankle, so I'll actually move because you can't really see the roller. I'm rolling through my ankle, and I'm slightly and slowly rocking side to side. Now, I'm going really fast, okay? I'm already into the muscle of my calf. It might take you 15 minutes to do one leg, okay, or one calf. For me, I'm spending about 15 more seconds here just to show you kind of what's going on. Now, I feel a spot on the outer part of my calf. Holy cow, it's a burner, okay? So this might be why you're experiencing knee pain. Maybe your calf is a little tight. I'm not experiencing knee pain, but my calf is tight anyway. So I'm just sitting here and I'm just waiting. Now, I'm going to take some good solid breaths because the better I breathe, the more likely I am to let that muscle go. And again, I'm trying to think about the muscle releasing, doing my best. Now, I can always drop to my hips if it's too much pressure or whatever. But again, I'm working all the way up to the back of my knee. So, you did your calf, inside, outside, you found all those spots that hurt. Then, go reassess. Maybe what was ailing your knee was a squat. Okay, go do another squat. If the knee pain's gone, it's your calf, okay? If the knee pain's still there, let's move on to the next thing. More likely than not, it's gonna be the inside part of your quadricep, okay? This medial head here. So I'm gonna flip on over. I'm gonna do my right leg. And again, I'm gonna hit just inside here. Now this muscle starts in here and goes all the way up into our groin, okay? You don't have to go all the way up. If you can and you feel comfortable that way, let's do it, okay? But we at least want to get it around our knee. So I'm going to be on my belly. Now, I'm trying to put all that pressure right in that medial head of the quad. So I'm going to look away from my leg, and I'm going to rock my foot and my legs side to side, back and forth. So look at my butt. And then I'm going to be bending my knee and changing the angle, trying to change the pressures. Because again, I'm trying to get as much of that muscle to release. Now I'm going really fast because again, I'm looking for any pain. So right there I feel some discomfort, so I'll sit right here. Okay, I'll rest, I'll try to take my breaths, let my leg fall over it, and then once the pain has subsided, and it might not, okay, your first 10 times foam rolling, it might not subside, it might be really pissed off. So just see this as it's not going to 100% fix it today, but in the future it's going to be fixed. Okay, so it's released, so I'm going to keep going. Up my leg all the way to my hip, and again, eventually you get all the way up into your hip. Again, I took 15 seconds. You need to take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, okay? At least a couple minutes when you're doing this. Now, you did the inner part of your leg. No pain, okay? Maybe the pain went away. Cool, great. Now we know it's the inner part of our quad. All right, let's say it's not. Let's say you still have that pain. Then the next culprit I would try is the outer part, your IT band. Okay, now this one can be quite a bit of burner because it's not only part of your quadricep, but it's also where our hamstring comes together and there's this band that comes in here. And that can be pretty painful. But again, we want to go slow and easy. So, I'm going to be on my side here. And again, I'm trying to favor that outer part of my quad. So I like to cross my legs to add more pressure. You can always put your foot out. I'm going to keep going side to side really slowly. And again, right around the knee is where you're going to feel that pain. And then as you are looking, ooh, there's a spot. So I'm going to just sit right here. Now, I'm always trying to reteach my body how to do things. So I'm going to be engaging my glutes, trying to elongate my body, always working into a better posture. Whew! Now I'm sweating. Again, looking for muscles because usually it's a knot that's causing that pain, and oh my goodness, my legs are burning. So again, I'm working all the way up towards my hip. Nice and slow. I'm going pretty fast again because I'm just trying to get through it for you. But I'll go all the way up until that roller is on the side of my glute, okay, on the side of my hip. All right, Josh, I did my calf. Right? I did my calf, I did my inner quad, I even did my T-band. Now I'm still experiencing some pain. All right, now let's hit right up the middle, okay? Right up the middle now. Be wary because we have a muscle over here, we have a muscle over here, and one that goes down the middle. The technique I'll have you doing is you're going to be sawing back and forth. Man, be really careful, go really slow because again, as you are going somewhat against the grain and trying to find like in and under and around these muscles, holy cow, okay, you can cause some damage if you go too fast. So, I'm going to lay on my stomach again, just like we did for our inner quad. I'm going to put just above my knee right on the foam roller. Now, I like to cross my legs over, okay, and bend them, and again, I'll go side to side. And again, I'm looking for muscle pain. I'm looking for knots. I'm going side to side. There's one, so I'll sit there and let my leg kind of stretch over it and just try to feel better. Once the pain subsides, again, I'm working all the way up as close to my groin as I feel like I can. And once I find a groove, so like right here, I feel in between two muscles, but it's a little tender. So I'm going to go really slow up that groove, whoo, and just see if that'll help my knee problem. And again, you need to play with these things, okay? You need to play with these foam rollers and kind of feel out your body, because your knee pain could be coming from all the way up in here, okay? But if you never actually get there, you're never going to find out. So again, always make sure, am I doing my form appropriately, right? Why is my knee hurting? If it's just general quad tightness or calf tightness, this foam roller will just take care of it, no problem, you'll be fine. But if every day your knee's been bugging you, right, there's probably some underlying factor, okay? Make sure you're checking our analysis videos. Make sure you're doing your form appropriately, right? Stay safe out there, guys.